Hell figure, nigga. This is the Star Report Sunday evening. I'm your host, Troy Terrain, the biracial, racist, race baiter, repping New Jersey all day, every day. I'm drained. I was moving a washing machine today by myself. Don't ask why. Just holy smokes. I didn't know I still had it in me. And so I'm drained. I'm sitting here sipping, and I want to talk to yous, just for a little while. Joe Rogan has apologized after his decade-long usage of the N-word and other references that he's catching heat now for. What do you think, kids? What do you think, huh? I don't know Joe Rogan, never met him. I go back with the UFC back to the 90s, back when it was, broadcasted up in Massachusetts, not even in the New York area yet. But I'm not just going to attack him. That's not what I do. You know this. As a content creator, as a media personality, as, the most influential in the world of urban radio, as many people say. I'm a big believer in freedom of speech. I do not like to critique or feud with other hosts and or content creators. But Joe Rogan, born in Newark, New Jersey, 1967. I myself, born in 64, you know this. His father was a Newark, New Jersey cop, I think somewhere around 7 or 8 years of age. He then moved out west, got disconnected from his father. But your formative years are very essential to your development. Your formative years, especially when it comes to the perception of others. The perception of others. So, I don't know Joe Rogan personally. I'm not going to say he's racist. I will say that I am racist against everybody. My African-American family, my Neapolitan Italian family, Irish, every goddamn body. But I'm not prejudiced. In fact, I think we're all racist. As I've said before, the old Webster dictionary is used to define racist as one concerned with one's own race. So whatever race you claim to belong to or culture you're proud of, you're probably racist. But then again, race is a social construct, not a concept. Kind of convoluted, yes? I think so. Troll babies, good evening. How you guys doing? Okay. So, Joe Rogan, are we going to ride on him or are we going to put on a cape for the Caucasian who's not a white boy? Joe Rogan's not white, and many other people who have assimilated to being white in America were not once accepted here in America, but by the 1% or the white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. Joe Rogan, I think he's half Italian and half Irish. He's a nigger with straight hair. New Jersey trash, like myself, a proud working class family. But trash nonetheless. And folks, in case you don't know New Jersey, the last northern state to abolish slavery. Did you know that, troll babies? Of course you did. New Jersey has history in racism. Eating my olives tonight. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to talk tonight. Also, Wendy Williams. I have the actual petition right here. I got this last week. I didn't want to jump on it because I'm not looking to, do anything that's going to cause Wendy any pain. But do you remember about a month or so, maybe 2 months ago. She was going through some issues on her show. When she first took time off. And I'm not a know-it-all, folks. I mean, I'm a smart aleck. I'm a prick. But I was saying, I suspect her of having dementia. Remember that? Dementia. I've seen dementia throughout my lifetime. I had a relative that suffered with dementia. And this petition that Wendy, has against Wells Fargo, with regards to Wells Fargo seizing, matter of fact, I'm not going to put this on the screen, pardon me. I'll put this in my community section after the show. Wells Fargo has seized Wendy Williams' bank account. For the last 2 weeks, she had to file a petition to get into her account. I've got all the docket information here. I sent this over to Tasha K. last week. Let me just say that on April the 11th in 2018, Wendy, the petitioner, entered into an asset advisor agreement with Wells Fargo. And a couple of years later, she terminated someone by the name of Lori Schiller, who was working for Wendy. Wendy Williams, we're talking about, queen of controversy, radio legend. And Lori Schiller is the one, according to this particular document, or case and petition that Wendy has filed against Wells Fargo. Lori Schiller is the one that went to Wells Fargo and said that Wendy was of unsound mind and listed dementia and some other things with regards to what has ultimately now happened, and they have frozen her account with millions of dollars, okay? If you want to chime in, please do so. And let me put something else on the screen right now, because I want us to focus on this Joe Rogan story. What do you think? Now, let's be fair. If we can, this is the objective perspective that has been my philosophy for decades. Let me put something on the screen for you. Pow! Since Joe Rogan has now apologized, I want to ask you folks, will Charlemagne apologize for saying cracker, 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 cracker? I've never met Charlemagne, nothing against the guy, and I don't get into the whole Breakfast Club thing. I don't listen. I'm too old. But I watched the first episode of his new show on Comedy Central. I was like, what the hell is this? Every other word was cracker. He must have said cracker maybe 50 times. Does he still do that for those of you who watch his show? Let's be objective. Or is that different? No, Star, that's not the same as the N-word. Well, Joe Rogan is a corporate tool now. Charlemagne's a corporate tool. I was once a corporate tool. I took blood money. I went after people for ratings. But it's different on YouTube and other platforms. We do things for clicks and views. We have to feed the algorithm. We're also able to edit out certain things, hot spots in our content, if it becomes an issue and or problem. What about Charlemagne? Is he still saying cracker, cracker, cracker? I mean, that first episode was like cringe. And I haven't been back, so I don't know what he does, but or is that something totally different? Well, I've used the word cracker over most of my life. My father loved that word. I can't say that I have ever used the word cracker in a positive sense as a term of endearment. It's always been derogatory. Chime in if you like, but I just had to ask that. Well, Charlemagne apologized for saying cracker. iHeartMedia, iHeartRadio, which used to be Clear Channel, that's a public company. They have a board. So the board makes decisions. It's not just, the CFO or the CEO. Spotify, to my knowledge, that's a public company. So Joe Rogan is apologizing because, the pressure is mounting. He's getting the bag. He deserves the bag. Great podcast. I can't say that I listen like most people. Again, he was born in 67. I'm born in 64. Once a Caucasian starts that whole self-deprecating, I'm not sure, I'm on the fence, the passive-aggressive bullshit, I tune out. He does that from time to time. And he's a comedian. Again, I don't dislike the guy, but I don't sit and watch white boys in awe if they're not fucking, traditionally educated by way of, college or something, Anyway, so those are my topics for this evening. Hang on a second. Hey, Tara, I got your email and your Cash App. Tara, did you send me something by way of Cash App, some type of stock? No, thank you, if that's you. I'm not clicking on any stock through Cash App, if that's you, darling. I was trying to actually delete that notification. I think it expires at some point this month, if that's you. But thank you for your Cash App this evening, okay? Okay, I don't have time for this other stuff, whoever you are. ADP, good evening. For some fish-flavored meow mix for the yard cats. Thank you so much, sir. The cats have migrated to another area. Excuse me. Another area. I haven't seen Soulja Boy. I haven't seen Marty. I haven't seen Munchie. I haven't seen the goddamn Fox. But thank you for your donation. How do I say your name? Hold on a second. Is it Pakoi Sports? Pakoi Sports _media. Thank you for your support, okay? Hopefully I said that right. Charles got your donation. Mayor Adams also said, cracker, let's cancel him. Okay, the mayor of New York City, sir, for those who don't know. Yeah. I got some Miller High Life tonight, taking it back. I'm going to sleep like a baby when this show's over. And the Rio Rico Mercado. What do you expect from a pizza-eating snow ape? Again, I don't know his ideology or philosophy of life. He's married, though. Yes, Joe Rogan, he's got kids. When you have kids, you have to change because your kids are living in a different time from how you were raised. They have different friends. They're interacting and intermingling with different people than you used to. Listen, I don't have any biological kids, but associates. I don't have too many friends. A lot of my associates, their kids are very different from how their fathers and I were raised. And it fascinates the fuck out of their fathers and me. I'm like, holy shit, it's a different day and time, These goddamn, the preteens and the teens, they're up on the Monkey app talking to trans girls like it's nothing. Anyway, thank you for your donation, okay? All right, also, a little bit later, I would like to do, if this is not too crazy on a Sunday, some freestyles. I enjoyed the freestyle contest that we had Friday evening. Let's see if I have a sign for the freestyle. Oh, I'm sorry. My sign says Freestyle Friday. Hey, Tasha, got your donation. Thank you, Tasha. She says, thanks for being you. Kisses, 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 okay? But I would like to, again, if we can, do some freestyles tonight. Well, let's see if we can keep that vibe and that flow going of no beefing, no dissing. Salute to the homie. He tapped in. We spoke today, DJ Cosmic Kev out of Philly. Man, I haven't seen him since he was on my MTV show in 1999, and we were laughing, and I was just giving him his props as always. And he said, hey man, people always tell me that you big me up. Absolutely. DJ Cosmic Kev out of Philly. Hold on a second, guys. I just want to make sure before I say the wrong thing. Hold on. Do you know who else tapped in? DJ Drew Ski from Hot 97. I said he hit me in a DM, and then I hit him back, and he said, "Thank you, 100." Yes, sir. Salute to you, young man. DJ Drew Ski at Hot 97 in New York City. No longer entertaining drill music that targets other people's ops, tension, beef, and or drama. Okay, so let's see if we can do some freestyle tonight. That's positive. If there is such a thing. Area code 718, good evening. Joe Rogan has apologized, 718. Are you there? Do you care? Your thoughts? Good evening, 718. Brooklyn, pick it up. I feel a Brooklyn nigga. Jesus Christ. Get your bum ass out of here. I can't stand to start the show with a Brooklyn nigga. You got me using the N-word now. You see that? Or a variation of it. Area code 602, good evening. Joe Rogan has apologized. Do you care? You want to put on a cape for him? Or you want him canceled?
Man, fuck them crackers. My bad for the F-bomb. I just had to get that out there. Sorry.
No, fuck you for calling my show like that early. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Well, this is the Star Report, man.
So I don't entertain the bullshit early. Be respectful, and then you can do all that extra shit. Respect my show. The same way you would respect a white person show.
Like the bullshit, big nigga.
No, the same way you would respect a white person show, call in, address the topic, and then they get crazy.
Well,
nigga.
Well, with all due respect, I would call a white show and
call a white show then.
Them too, but let's get to the topics. You got some really introspective topics, big dog, and I really want to speak on them because I had this conversation today with a group of people, and it kind of opened my eyes to how people really view this guy Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
like in the black community. You get what I'm saying?
Are you part of the black community?
Yes, sir. I'm Afro-Latino. I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, man. I'm a black man. You feel me? My Latin American culture and ethnicity, that doesn't matter when I get in front of a cop and they see me. I'm a nigger.
Okay, so you want to say, what about Joe Rogan? Go ahead. You have the floor.
So my thing is I actually listen to Joe Rogan on a lot of cases. He has a lot of, his dialogue that he has with certain co-hosts is really introspective. Like, it's really, groundbreaking stuff. And I kind of backed him with the whole Spotify thing and him just being able to speak what he feels is what it is. With the way everything is censored now, it really puts a hold on people who, like yourself, who want to say the truth, but, you might be affected by just speaking the truth. You know what I'm saying? And people want to have hive-like mentalities and follow along with what so-and-so says, but Joe Rogan really stepped aside from that, and he portrayed himself as, a lone wolf. But once that evidence came out, and that evidence has been out there, he said a few things that I felt were racial in the past, and I kind of gave him a pass just simply because he was an intelligent person, and just because I listened to him doesn't mean I have to like him. But he doesn't deserve a pass for this, man, and it's really sad watching people, black people sit around and say, sit around and say, it doesn't matter. He's a smart guy. He's worth millions. Like, none of that matters, man. If you're not at the core center of who you are, if he is truly this introspective person that we all believe, how ignorant do you have to be to spout the N-word with the hard R at the end of it in a joking manner at any time? You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so hang on a second. See, now we're cooking. We're talking. I enjoy this. Okay, so you're saying cancel the Caucasian. Is that what you're saying, black man?
Man, he's done, man. He's done. And I'm a pretty smart guy myself, and I listen to a lot of people. I started listening to you, Star, about a year ago, and I'm going to be honest with you. At first, I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I thought you were a straight asshole. But then as
I am, sir. I'm from New Jersey. Now, hang on a second. Never mind me. You're saying cancel the Caucasian? Is that what you're saying?
Man, he's out of there, man.
Sir, it's a yes or no. Please. Yeah, cancel him, yes?
Yes, he's out. Yes, wow. He's done.
Wow.
He's done. Because he has no respect for the culture of that is African American, Black, Afro Latino. Whoever falls under the are you black, white, Mexican, whatever. If you are a melanated person, you should take offense to that simply because he wouldn't do that with the J word. And I'm not going to say the J word on your platform because I know
you better not, Blackie.
He would.
You better not say it.
Huh?
You better not say it. now, hang on. Stay with me.
I'll be out of here.
Hang on. Stay with me. So you want to cancel Joe Rogan because he said the N-word a bunch of times over the past decade, and listen, I'm playing devil's advocate here, and you
it's not even.
And you now think he doesn't represent what the black struggle, blackness, what? I'm confused here.
No, I think so. I don't think that he should be canceled for saying the N-word solely. Everybody makes mistakes. He could have been drunk, high. He takes shrooms. He could have been under the influence. If that part of it is understandable. In his apology, his excuse for saying why he said the N-word was because he was using it in a different context.
Right.
I grew up in Atlanta, but I live in Phoenix, Arizona right now. And One thing I will tell you about white people is that is subtle racism when they use the excuse of, oh, I was just saying it like this. I didn't mean it like this.
Right.
You know how detrimental that word is to people of color. And if you say it on a platform alone in front of someone's face who's black, you have no respect for where that word started and how it was used over the course of history.
I want to jump in, sir, and say salute to you. You're born and raised in Atlanta?
Yes, sir. Born and raised on the east side of Atlanta, Georgia, man. And I live in Phoenix now.
Salute to you. And here's the reason why. Because Atlanta's been popping for 20 years, but now it's really booming. And
yes, it's different, yeah.
A lot of people from the north don't understand what it is to be raised as you were raised here in Atlanta, to go to black businesses, to deal with black people on a consistent basis, black schools,
principals, black leaders,
principals, black sheriffs, and not have to bow down and suck kneecaps and lick the boots of a Caucasian. So salute to you. Salute to you. Even though I don't agree with you, salute to you for saying Joe Rogan should be canceled. I'll let you finish up. Go ahead, sir.
Well, so all I wanted to say is that's pretty much all I wanted to say, man. And as far as Wendy Williams, karma. I'm not a religious guy, but karma is a mother. She had a lot of good years, but I feel like later in her years she started to slip, and her team should have pulled her back. And if she bucked against that, that's understandable because of who she was. But she did a lot and said a lot to a lot of people and harmed a lot of people. And this is just the way the universe repays you in its sick way, So that's all, man.
Thank you, man. Have a good night. Thank you. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. I appreciate the call. Folks, when you call in, please don't start all that cussing and stuff. Just take it easy, huh? I'm a businessman. My business is YouTube. I get the bag on YouTube. The algorithm is sensitive. You can curse, sporadically after we get the conversation going, little drips and drabs. But don't just drop a hard F-bomb because it's an audio algorithm. It catches it. And then I can't, fully maximize the goddamn video. Everybody hang on. I see you on the phone lines. I want to do more cash apps and super chats tonight. I feel like talking. I moved a washing machine by myself today. Can I just ramble about that? I thought I was going to have to hire someone to help me move it, into the house. The other washing machine that I bought, I think 2 years ago, some of you may have seen on my IG page, really fancy with the glass top, and then the fucking motor burned out a couple of weeks ago. Then there's a leak in the glass, and then I had to order some fucking part, and I just said, oh, fuck, this is too much. So I bought a cheaper model, and the guy who wanted to deliver it, I didn't like the way he was talking. And then I have become my father, but then I started thinking about my father growing up, late 60s, 70s. My father didn't like white folks in the house, with the exception of my mother. And her family had to make appointments to come over. And then I just, I said, I don't want this white guy in my house. So I went and picked up the wash machine, brought it back home, put it in the garage, and I'm sitting there looking at it, smoking a cigar, and I said, okay, so this white guy's going to come here tomorrow in my home, looking around, asking questions. I'm sure he's going to see the gold and platinum plaques. Hey, what do you do? I said, man, I don't want to go through that shit. So I moved the wash machine by myself. And I did it. Now, my back is fucked up. I'm sipping Absolute tonight and Miller High Life. But God damn it, he doesn't have to come in my home tomorrow. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, can I get an amen? Yeah, I went into my father's whole thing about just not wanting people in the house, touching shit, asking questions. But I'm here to get it in tonight, all right? Santana got your donation. Pick up 602. I think I just spoke to you, didn't I, sir? 602? I did. Thank you for your donation, sir. Flamethrower. This is for your next cigar, star. Thank you, Flamethrower. My cigars are $18 a piece. I'll keep the change. Thank you, sir. Shah on the check-in. Shah says, for the talk of New York, Rory, a.k.a. the Beast, 66. Pardon me, 666. For the talk of New York, Rory, a.k.a. the Beast, 666. Thank you. Glamour, are you out there? King Glam, do you want to call in? Truth Be Told podcast. He's also on YouTube. Glamour, shoot me an email if you want to call in, man, if you're out there, okay? Let's go to area code 770. Good evening. Joe Rogan has apologized. Your thoughts? Do you care? A sincere apology, he said. He's asking for forgiveness. Yes, no, maybe? I'm on a speakerphone. They're doing something in the background. Give me a second. I'm going to try and slow it down. And I'll try and bring in area code 812 as well. Good evening, 812. Are you there? Joe Rogan.
Hello, can you hear me?
Good evening. How are you? Yes.
You can hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, sir.
All right. No, I just wanted to know your opinion. You have a lot of people who say, I got black friends, perhaps black family. What do you say to those people who would be accused of something that Joe Rogan has been accused of, or not been accused of, who has done what he's done?
You're asking me, or you're giving us your view? I want your view first.
No, I'm just asking you. I just want to know your opinion.
Okay. Well, I've given my opinion on multiple occasions. Can I ask how old are you first, and what is your makeup, your background, your ethnicity, before we get into my thoughts?
I'm 25 and white.
Where's your family from? You're claiming white. Where's your family from?
I think I'm mostly British.
You're Euro,
Yeah.
you're Euro trash. You're not white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. You're Euro trash. Yeah.
Euro what?
Euro trash. You've heard the term before. Euro trash. Okay, so you're asking me what do I think? Here's what I think. A man of my age, stature. I think black people are the most racist people on the planet. That's what I think.
Oh.
Now, go ahead. Continue with your take on Joe Rogan apologizing. Please.
I just think it's unfortunate. I mean, I've seen the guy on his podcast, and I consider myself a fan, but I'm kind of torn. You don't really know what to do.
Why do you sound like you have a hamster in your ass?
A hamster?
Why does it sound like you have a hamster in your ass? You heard what I said, bitch boy. You got the right one.
What?
You sound like you have a hamster.
What?
A hamster crawling in your ass.
Oh God.
What's going on with you, man?
I don't know. Anyway, hopefully some doctor could get it out. But no, man, I'm just calling in. I just,
No.
I just heard the news.
No. You don't want a doctor to get it out. You want a big black mandingo to get it out. Keep it real. I got time tonight, cuz. You want a big black guy named Taekwon to get that hamster out. Right?
That wouldn't be my first pick. No.
No?
Not my first pick.
Now we're talking.
Some kind of...
Now we're talking, yeah. You have the floor. I'm here. Continue.
Shit. I don't know what to say.
Don't hang up. Don't hang up. Where were you born and raised? You weren't born and raised in the UK. You sound like you've been westernized. Your family might be from the UK, but you're here. You've assimilated.
I'm a Kentucky boy.
Kentucky, yeah. Steers and queers down there in Kentucky, yeah?
I think that's Texas.
No, that's Kentucky. The cold Kentucky rain. Hey. You know that song, don't you?
I think I heard it once or twice, yeah.
You know that song, Butt Boy, Stop It. That's the king, Elvis. You grew up on that song. Sing it with me. The cold Kentucky rain. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, I got to go. I hope you find that big black guy to thrust you as you kneel and bob, okay? Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. Thank you. Okay, he hung up. You got the right one tonight, folks. Huh? I'm sipping. Did I say Hill Figure yet? Oh, I haven't worn this one in a year or more, huh? Shit. So, babies, what it do? What it do? Did I miss any cash apps? You know, I'm a businessman. Andrew P210. Tasha Tiger. Hey, baby. Tasha Tiger. Okay. And I got to promote some of my sponsors. Folks, where is monumentalcomics.com? I want to talk to you guys. monumentalcomics.com. We're talking about the N-word tonight, Joe Rogan. Folks, I'm going to cape for the Caucasian tonight, Joe Rogan. Not that I need him for a goddamn thing. But Star has said far worse. You know this. Far worse. Monumental Comics. I would love to talk to you guys whenever time permits. I was doing a little research last week, and I'm a little concerned. At 57 years of age, I think that they're trying to make all of the black superheroes, as we know it, bisexual or gay. Am I crazy? Why are they making all the black superheroes trisexual, bisexual, or Something to that effect. It's a goddamn conspiracy. I hate to say that, but it's a fucking conspiracy, okay? Nate, I got your donation. Thank you so much for tapping in, Nate. Let's go to area code 517. Good evening. Joe Rogan has apologized. What say you? 517. Do you give him a pass? Do you want blood? 517.
This is Nat from Michigan. I just sent in the donation star. What's good? Let's go.
How are you, sir?
I'm going to tell you right now, besides your podcast, man, listen, I fuck with Joe Rogan. And like you just said, excuse the algorithm. But yeah, I've heard you say, my wife said the same thing to me yesterday. She said, we to attract me for my son. She said, what you think about Joe Rogan now? I said, I said worse this morning.
Right.
So, you know.
Right.
I've said worse. So, I mean, we can all get picked apart, you know what I'm saying? When it's our time, when they come for us, we can all get picked apart. There's things I've said on your podcast that people can go back to. I wish I could delete some of the calls I called in on your show for.
Right.
But if it comes back, it's whatever.
Yeah. Now, hang on a second.
Yes,
Joe
sir.
Rogan's married now. He's got kids. He's different. So what he said for a decade, I'm sure he's embarrassed. He's a corporate tool now. He's a fucking tool, as we used to say back in Jersey. Do you think he'll be a different person, or do you think he's just pump faking and he just wants the bag? And what do you think?
I think that he's solidified in the comedy realm. There's a lot of heavyweight comics that mess with him. And I seen a tweet earlier, somebody said, if they give him any smoke, then every comic that's on Spotify should take their shit down. The problem I have with him is I don't have a problem with him. Like I said, man, I know white dudes, I know how it is to talk off shelter. And the same things that we say when we're, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 might not be the same things, the same way we feel 20 years later.
Right.
So I agree. Everybody has he had a platform, and he can always go hide behind the comedy fact. But the reason why I mess with him because he has people on his show that go against the grain of. It's the same thing, and I remember, not to get on nobody's dick, nothing like that. But Rory laughing one time, light skinned Rory talking about like that's why people mess with your show because we have to hear the other side of the spectrum. We can't all fall in line. And Joe Rogan, to his credit, has those people on there that talk different from anything that you hear. And the reason they get banned, we have to question that. So I think that, no one's saluting the flag. I don't have no Joe Rogan draws on, no, what I'm saying, no t-shirts, nothing like that. But it's a blessing.
Yeah. Can I ask, how old are you, sir? How old are you?
I am 44.
Okay. This, as I've been saying over the decades, is a teachable moment. A teachable moment. And I heard Joe Rogan say that as well. You see, he and I are from the same generation, same era. Listen, I was a heavy metal head in the 80s. Speed metal, thrash metal, metal. You feel me?
I fuck with all that.
Yeah. So I do think I understand him somewhat, sorta. He's older, he's different. If I were married with kids, I would be different. But I'm not. I'm the same piece of shit that I was 30 years ago, 20 years ago, and a decade ago. I'm avoiding a woman and kids because I know it will break me. I'll be copping pleas. I'll be a shell of I'll be a shell of a man. He's a shell of what he used to be, Joe Rogan. I'll give you the last word.
And that was my thought too. Is like, as a man, like you're void of children that you claim. I have a child, and I've said disgusting things in my life. But to be in a situation like him, I feel he's embarrassed because he has kids that they're going to hear this.
Yeah. And
that right there is very humbling for a person because, Planet of the Apes thing. I mean, I go both ways with that. That's a conversation you have off record, but that's back when podcasting was very new. So I get joking and laughing with your friends, and that's the thing is a joke. I get it, but it's kind of But at the same time, though, his kids have to hear that, and he has to address that. You have to be embarrassed for that.
Can I ask, where were you raised, sir? What state?
Man, I'm in Michigan. This is Nat from Michigan, man.
Okay.
This is Nat from Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I called in the first time I called in. I was the Bobby Brown jaw, you know what I'm saying, about a year ago, and I heard myself on the playback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, so it helped. So that
Did you get some help?
Got at the same time.
Did you get some help?
No, I didn't need no help. I was just being selfish.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like hanging out with my boys and shit. You know. Nah, I'm not no fiend. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I'm one of the guys, and I don't
rehab is for quitters.
Mess with that. I do not mess with that troll babies and all that. I stay out of there. But I'm a homeowner, and you know what I'm saying. I listen to the show, but yeah.
Thank you, man.
Michigan, baby. I'm from Michigan.
Have a good night, man. Thank you.
Salute.
Okay. Folks, let me tell you what you should not do to Joe Rogan. Don't get mad at him. You see, he's a Jersey kid, like myself. Very sarcastic, condescending growing up, cynical. And you have to know how to verbally joust with each other. It's not always about getting mad. If you get mad and you blow your stack, you lost. If somebody calls you an N-word, you know, you shrug it off and you say, hey, okay. And then you come back with a line like, you know, hey, I think your sister wants me to fuck her in the ass. Can you arrange that? That's what you say to a Caucasian. I think your sister wants me to fuck her in the ass. Can you arrange that? She gives me the looks. I know she does. She looks like she does blow. I can get some blow. If your sister's not available, what about your mom? You have to be able to come back and just be very subtle and not be, you know, that's nice. Monumentalcomics.com. Guys, if you're out there, please hold me. I want to get you on the show when you have time, okay? Also, another sponsor. Guys, I want you to join GameStar NYC on 5M. Hang on. That's my Gaia's Garden information. That's matchthatApp.com. Hold on a second. Where in the hell is my... Shit, I'm missing my goddamn notes. Join GameStar NYC on 5M. I'll pull the notes shortly, all right? Give me a second. Area code 770. Good evening. Joe Rogan has apologized for saying the N-word over a 10-year span. Do you forgive him? Is it all good in the hood now? 770.
Oh, hell yeah, it's all good in the hood. I don't think that word is offensive at all.
Yeah, a term of endearment.
Yeah. I don't think that word is offensive at all.
Yeah.
As a
nigga, what's my motherfucking name? All my niggas, right?
Hell yeah. When you look up the etymology of the word, it just means black or dark skin. You know, it was prominent people back in Rome that was called niggas or nagas or stuff like that, Pisenius naga, stuff like that.
Uh-oh. You sound like a reading nigga.
It was recorded. Yeah, the typos recorded in the Bible referred to as naga or niga.
Oh, shit, okay.
You know, so you could get a strong dictionary and look it up. It's really not a bad word.
Okay. Where were you the other night when I was reciting the Lord's Prayer? Nobody wanted to recite the prayer with me.
Oh shit! I wasn't listening. I'll be catching the recorded version most of the time.
Do you know the Lord's Prayer? Just a question. Not that you have to. I'm just asking.
Of course, Matthew 6:9. That's where you read the Lord's Prayer.
Would you care to entertain us? Because I'm an atheist. I don't want to mock people or anything like that. But some people were trying to correct me, and I mean, just please entertain.
Yeah, I know you're atheist, but I always had this argument for you. I don't know how you could explain creation and be an atheist.
Well, I can't, sir. You're the believer. You have to explain it. But never mind that for right now. The Lord's Prayer, please. Our Father, who art in heaven.
Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory.
And ever on.
Forever, amen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that, because a lot of people talk that Bible talk and don't even know the Lord's Prayer.
Nah, that's my thing. That's my thing. I'm a strong scholar and student of the Bible. So
thank you, man. I appreciate this call.
That's why I called in to give that perspective of the N-word, because the N-word is in the Bible. They refer to the disciples as N-words.
Okay. Thank you for your call, sir. Have a good evening. Thank you.
You too, Star.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Bless up. Bless. Did I say Hilfiger yet? Ooh. Does this one have a hoodie? I think it does. Oh, somebody's sending in a donation talking about Howard Stern. Wait a minute. Who is that? Wraith X7. Howard Stern said and done worse things than what Joe Rogan said, and Nick Cannon said offensive stuff about white people. Howard Stern cashed out. He cashed out. He don't give a goddamn what you say now. He said, I've evolved and I've grown up. Last I checked. Hold on a second, guys. On the screen, I'm looking for one of my sponsors if you want to call in. Folks, anybody who's a sponsor and you want to call in and promote, please feel free to. Just reach out and say, Star, I want to get a couple of minutes. I will pump the brakes on this show. I'm sitting here sipping. It's a Sunday night. Edward, I got your donation. He says, salute big nigga for the machine. Thank you. Nigga. Love that word. Paul Mooney, my friend, he tried to stop using the word for a little while. And I remember I said to him, nigga, have you gone crazy? Does anybody remember when Paul Mooney used to come on the Star and Buckwild show? I used to tell him, Paul, stop pretending to be black. You're my mother's brother. You're white and you have a tan. Anybody remember that? Oh, they used to make him laugh. We had some great back and forths on the Star and Buckwild show. And if I can find anybody who has experience with NFTs, I think I may want to put together some NFTs with some of that footage that I've got. The fucking quality is great. I've got, what do you call the papers that the people sign to give me, what do you call the guy? I'm sipping here. Chicklin, I got your donation. I can't remember. I have papers signed from everybody. Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers, 50 Cent, Mariah Carey, Keisha Cole, everybody. Mark Anthony. Area code 303, good evening. We're talking about Joe Rogan. He has apologized. Is it all good now, or do you want him canceled?
What's up, Stars? People from Route 22 out there in Springfield, New Jersey, now Colorado.
Man. Yes, sir. How are you?
What's going on with you? Man, I'm doing well, man. Listening to you as always, doing well.
Thank you, man.
Personally, I think we shouldn't cancel them. And really, for us, our community, talking about canceling is a bad look. We don't control our narrative. This isn't coming from the people. It's coming from the controllers. You know, we put that word out in hip hop in the public domain. You let some people use it, some people not use it. And you know, I listen to Joe Rogan. I've seen him have people like Cornel West, Snoop Dogg, you know, other brothers. He's given a platform, and you're right. He's a Jersey boy.
Yeah.
You got to be able to swing a little bit. He's going to take license. He's going to roll with Charlie Murphy and all them cats. He probably feels comfortable to a certain degree.
Yeah.
I think it's the bigger point is furthering the cause of censorship. You know, literally the same people who sat Whoopi down, the same people who want to, you know, cancel him. We got to control our narrative. We should be the ones saying, you know, who gets canceled for what and when, not going along with it when they want to aim it.
Right.
You know, if we're going to aim it, let's aim it at Justin Bieber. Let's get Eminem on the line.
Whoa. Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? That's a whole lot.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
If we got to cancel Joe Rogan, I'll need a whole lot of other people canceled too.
Okay.
Either you can say it or you can't say it. Either you say it and get locked up, or you can say like any other word. And if you don't want to say it, stop saying it. You know, I saw this coming 20, 30 years ago.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's now a weapon to be used by the controllers. Ain't nobody stand up and be like, oh, Joe Rogan said this. No, we just hear a byline, we see a meme, and we go with it. We own remote control right now. We got to take back our narrative like other people do. You know what I'm saying? If you defend your legacy vehemently, or it's nothing to you. And right now it's being weaponized against us.
Okay.
That's why Black Lives Matter got all that money off our dumb self.
Oh, my
You know,
God.
so
but please don't mention Black Lives Matter because I want those founders in the penitentiary. And they just put
so do I.
The one from Memphis. She just got 6 years for illegally voting. But the founders, they quit. They made millions and just moved up. Okay, I'm sorry, you were saying
they got their bag. That was the biggest ripoff in American history, and traded on the lives of black men and black women. And sad enough, we must have changed so much we can't even see a hustle no more. You know what I'm saying? We got hustled from jump. There's a big, giant, non-black woman rubbing her little greedy hands who works for a non-black man who put this whole thing together, and we still playing late. Matter of fact, I was looking at the news back home. There was a march over last couple of months back in Bloomfield, a march from Bloomfield to Trenton. Black Lives Matter. I'm thinking, why?
Bloomfield, New Jersey?
Like pastors.
Bloomfield, New Jersey.
Bloomfield, New Jersey, Trenton. After Biden got in, they asked him to make good on them promises that he was talking about sort of, with Black Lives Matter. We on some okey doke stuff, man. We got to control our narrative. So no, I don't want Joe Rogan canceled over this.
No.
I don't want nobody doing any dog whistling or jumping to a dog whistle. And really, if we don't want the word said, we got to stop saying it. We got to patent it. We got to do something. And we got to take control of our narrative.
Okay. I don't know who you're talking about when you say our and we, because I'm a capitalist. I'm from the school of Ayn Rand. I'm an objectivist. I don't support tribalism.
Love Ayn Rand.
But I hear you. Go ahead.
No, and I get you. I'm not really a tribalist either. Thank you for putting it in my mind some years ago. Because the reality is that game's done. We lost the race. You know, so we could say community. I don't know if we're referring to hip-hop or the people. But for those who still care, for those who still assign themselves to being so-called black, take care of your narrative. Me personally, I live in Colorado. I'm surrounded by snow bears. I'm good to go. Nice. I got good dro, nice cars, and beautiful air.
Now, hang on a second. You're in Colorado. You're from New Jersey. You're now in Colorado?
That's right. Grew up in Springfield, New Jersey. Moved to Colorado about 18 years ago.
Wow.
You know, before the rush.
Do you have yourself a good white woman holding you down?
Several.
Nice, yeah.
Several.
Yeah.
Got one from Wyoming.
Black women like to fight and argue too much. For a black man to truly find peace, he must have a white goddess or a Caucasian, Caucasian. I'll just say Caucasian. For a black,
and she raises my black daughter.
There you go. Yeah.
And she raises my black daughter straight up.
Nice, thank you.
So yeah, if you want to have some peace, you know, that's where it's at.
Hey man, thank you for your call. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, sir.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Sorry, folks, this show does not pander to black women. I'm sure there's other shows that will say the black woman is a queen. That's fine. On this show, the white woman is a goddess. I'm going to start that bullshit. We, us. We got to do this. They. Who is they? Who the fuck is they? Gangster of Love, I got your donation. Are you on the line, sir? Hold on a second. Gangster of Love, stay there. I'll be right back. Stay there. I got you. Okay. Vibes on the check-in via PayPal. 914 on the line. Okay, sit tight, sir. Low Prestige. The late, great Robin Harris said, if James Brown gotta go, Pete Rose gotta go. So I say to that, if Whoopi gotta go, Joe gotta go. Fuck y'all niggas talking about. I like some of Whoopi Goldberg's films, but Whoopi's gotta go. Whoopi's gotta go. Do you know why? Because hold on a second. Because are you calling in? Because if it were me, Whoopi would be calling for my demise. Whoopi would be sitting there with her big flounder eating ass talking about, it was different when I came up. I don't know what they talking about now, all that old black hate. Gangsta of Love, thank you for your donation, sir. Good evening. Gangsta of Love. Gangsta.
Some people call me the Space Cowboy.
Let's go.
Yeah. Some call me the Gangsta of Love. What up, Star?
How you feel, man? Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in. Where are we going tonight?
Yes, sir. Man, look, I want to say fuck Joe Rogan straight up. Hulk Hogan, Justin Bieber, Paula Dean, Paris Hilton, the list goes, Charlie Sheen, the list goes on. Look, I grew up in an era where if a white boy called you the N-word, guess what? You need to slap the out of them straight up. And I still stand on that today. I was born in 1979, so ain't no white boy using no N-word around me straight up. If he do, he got to take one to the face.
Okay.
And then all these black people that, oh, yeah, it should be acceptable. Well, if that's the case, why can't I call Jews the K word?
Oh.
If it's freedom of speech, let me say that. Let me say what you fly in the sky. Right. But if I do that, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to be silenced, and then who else knows? So, like, hey, I get it. Mark Wahlberg, he had 2 or 3 hate crimes against him against black people. But guess what? Black people say, oh, yeah, he's still the man.
Marky Mark, hang on a second. Can I tell you a story?
Please do.
I still have the audio. I saved everything. I interviewed Mark Wahlberg, a.k.a. Marky Mark, on Hot 97. I called him all sorts of Nazi names and shit like that, and he took it. He was a little off balance. It was a phone interview. And his publicist called the general manager, Judy Ellis, right after the interview and said, if you play that goddamn interview, we're going to take our money off of the station, because he was in some film. I think it was Planet of the Apes. They redid Planet of the Apes. I called him all sorts of racist names because he had a record of attacking some type of Asians or somebody. It wasn't just blacks. He
Asians and blacks
poked out somebody's eye,
and an Asian,
and I got at him, and he took all the abuse, and his publicist said, if you play that interview, we're going to it was like $30,000. We're going to take our money off that fucking station. They didn't play the interview, but I still have the audio. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it was an Asian man and a black woman. I think it might have been 2 black women, but he was trying to get pardoned. He was trying to get pardoned. And then, I don't know if you remember, probably was like a couple of years ago, he's like a big, quote, Michael Jordan fan. Michael Jordan was up in Boston. He ran up there to pay for Michael Jordan's dinner. Yeah. Michael Jordan ended up giving him like a signed pair of shoes. But I'm like, yo, Michael Jordan did that for him, but he wouldn't like take a picture with Chameleon there. So man, look, I tell people straight up. And then this is not to correct you, Star, but I just rather white people say, hey, I'm racist. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Own what you are. If they ask me what I am, I'm telling them, hey, I'm pro-black. That don't mean that I'm racist, but hey, step out of line and I'll show you where all this hate comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like that gay leprechaun. Right. Hey, that gay leprechaun, he just don't know. I'm Billy Idol. Eyes without a face when I come see you. Straight up.
Now, hang on a second. Where were you raised? Where were you raised?
So, truth be told, I was raised, quote, in Compton till about 10th grade. My grandmother owns a house over there. Then after that, I've been to Texas, Atlanta, like a little bit of everywhere. But
hang on. Stay with me. Stay with me. California. Stay with me. If your grandmother was raised in Compton, you come from a working class family because back in the 60s, you had black folks that moved into Compton because Compton used to be white. And the black folks who moved in were of the working, well-to-do class, yes?
Very correct. I actually went to a private school. A lot of people don't know that, but, you know, they think, oh, you from Compton and this, that, and the third, but I'm actually well-educated in the whole nine, but Compton shaped me. You know, I don't take no shit from anybody. I don't care. Right. Like, I'm less likely to go in on a black person, but if a white person steps out of line, then you automatically the enemy. My first instinct is to knock your goddamn head off.
Salute. So, hey, man.
Straight up.
I appreciate the call, man, and thank you for the donation.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Salute. Thank you. Okay. Okay, we grooving tonight, folks. Joe Rogan, huh? He apologized. Y'all get over it now. Go on home. It's over with. You ain't getting no reparations, and Joe Rogan is not being fired. Knock it off. Please check out my sponsor on the screen, www.thematchthatApp.com. I say again, www.thematchthatApp.com. Wait a minute, one of my favorite people, where is she? Dana with the data on a Sunday night. Dana, good to hear from you. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. I had to move a washing machine today. My back is fucked up. My leg. But I'm okay. What's going on, Dana?
I sent you a text. I was just calling in because, you know, like I don't like getting at people who are not on the phone, but your last call, and not this one, but the one before this one, talking about his white woman raising his black daughter. And I'm just like, okay, that's not nothing for you to brag about.
Whoa, Dana, he's not on the line, so be easy. But it offended you? What happened?
It offended me because he was saying it as if that was something like he just got a gold medal, you know, and it's like you have a Karen raising your daughter. You know, like you have something special, and you don't. That your daughter has a mother, a black woman who's probably raising her. So just because you got with a white woman don't mean she's going to do a better job. So I just had an issue with that. Like he just had to insert that in as if, I don't know, like, okay, I have something one up over, you know, black women or black mothers. Like, get out of here.
Okay.
And it's like, I don't want it. Like I say, he's not on the line, and he said it at the very end, and then he hung up. So, you know, I'm just like, no, you know, I can't. And that's why I say he sounds bussy. He sounds suspect. So I just don't appreciate that.
Okay, then you're going someplace else now. He's not on the line.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Okay. Hey, so are you up to speed on Wendy Williams? And she had to file a petition against Wells Fargo. Do you know about this?
Yeah, I read that. I mean, Wells Fargo has been doing a lot of suspect stuff lately with people's accounts. And her account is not like regular folk account. So, you know, you trying to freeze somebody's assets or what? So you could get more interest of her money sitting in your bank.
Well, hang on a second, Dana. Do you want me to send you the information, or do you have it already?
No, I read, you know how you get the news alert? So I read the article this morning But I mean,
I had the actual petition. Hang on. I had the actual petition. Here it says, number 9, for more than 2 weeks, respondent has denied petitioner any access, whether online or otherwise, to her financial accounts, assets, and statements based on the advertisement by petitioner's former financial advisor, Lori Schiller. So Lori Schiller, according to the petition, hold on a second, let me put this back on the screen, appears to have gotten salty at Wendy and notified Wells Fargo that Wendy is not of sound mind, and they're claiming dementia. So this is why the account was frozen. I think this is a pretty big deal. But okay, you were saying?
No, it is a big deal because, again, people in her financial bracket, you do have financial planners or financial people handling your money. Like some people hire firms, accounting firms. So you have to give them some type of authority because they're, dealing with your money, managing your money. So, and so when you become ill, and apparently, if they had a falling out, people could easily manipulate your money, whether tell the bank to put it on hold or try to steal from you. So, I mean, it's unfortunate that she has to go through this, but I'm glad that she's on it and asking for to get in front of a judge so they could unfreeze her account.
Okay. I mean, I see it differently. I think that you have to be careful trusting white people, sometimes sometimes you're a little, black people can be a little too trusting of white or Caucasian people. Had she have stayed with that good man, Kevin Hunter, my friend, she wouldn't be going through this right now. Her name is still Wendy Hunter. Hold on, Dana. On the petition, Wendy Hunter versus Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, emergency petition. I think if she gets back with that good man, Kevin Hunter, he can pull her out of this. But okay, you were saying?
Well, I mean, it's always good to have somebody who can advocate for you, and have a strong arm to really speak up for you when you can't speak up for yourself. And then, too, this is a lesson to stop giving your accountants or financial advisors too much access or too much authority over your money. So it's no way that they should have been able to say yay or nay, we're freezing her accounts due to a medical condition. She had at one point given them permission to do that. And she's not staying on top of her paperwork. So yeah, she should have an advocate for her. But I think that bridge with her and Kevin is burnt. So I wouldn't trust him.
The word is trustee. She needs to have a trustee over her estate, and she fired this woman, Lori Schiller. But hey, if we can shift gears for
I think it's her son is old enough to do it now.
Well, he's too young to know what to do with that type of money, in my opinion. Joe Rogan, what do you think? He apologized. Did you see the apology? He says, "Hey, I'm someplace else. I look at that footage. It's disgusting." And he said, "I'm genuinely and sincerely sorry." Your thoughts, Dana?
Well, he wouldn't apologize if it didn't resurface. And I think India Arie had put up a clip of that because she said she was going to remove her music from Spotify. But, okay, you apologize, and that was from years ago. I think that, he should go a step further and donate money to a local black nonprofit organization.
Hush your mouth.
I think people need to respect black people like you respect Jewish people.
Right.
So you should be afraid to even utter that word. I don't care if it's written on a legal document. You just say the N-word. Now they got floating around Joe Biden when he was in Congress in the 70s or 80s. He said that word reading from some type of document. So it's the same thing. Just because it's on a piece of paper, that doesn't mean for you to say it.
Right.
And black people stop giving white people and others a pass using that word. We should not even be using it, but you need to have respect for yourself in order for other people to respect you. So I think
Dana, before you go, hold on a second. I appreciate what you're saying. Will Charlemagne, or should Charlemagne, apologize for saying cracker? He went apeshit on his first Comedy Central show. Cracker, 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 cracker. Do you think he should apologize for that? Or has he been saying it since that episode, or am I doing too much?
Oh, that show he has on television?
Yeah.
Now, yes, he should apologize because it's not stand-up. You know, you're not a stand-up comedian on the road. So, yes, you should apologize. Why do you have to use derogatory words?
Right.
Why?
Yeah, just want to say that. You want to promote your platform, Dana? What's going on with your latest episodes?
Yeah, so, of course, subscribe to The Real Dana on YouTube. Saturday nights, I do like this Say Something Saturday with me and another co-host, Lauren Melissa. So we talk about celebrity stuff and relationships. But my main channel is about politics. And, of course, with Judge Joe Brown every Thursday for Man Up. And that's starting to grow more and more every week.
Nice.
So subscribe to The Real Dana. And thank you for letting me call in.
And when are you going to meet Judge Joe Brown? We've been talking about this.
I am going to meet him in March, next month. That's when I'm planning. So it would definitely be this year before springtime.
Okay. Do we need to set up a GoFundMe to make sure you get there and get back, or are you okay?
No, I'm fine. And he told me don't do that because for legal purposes and stuff.
Okay.
But I'm good.
Okay, good to talk to you, Dana. Thank you for tapping in.
Good talking to you, too.
Okay,
you too. Bye.
Dana with the data on the check-in. I got to sip a little water. That Miller High Life got me going. Shit. Will Charlemagne apologize for saying crack? Anybody give a goddamn in the live chat? Or a star reaching again? What's good for one should be good for the other. Yes, no, maybe. Elvis the chef, I got you donation. Thank you, sir. Matthew got you donation. Hold on a second. What number are you calling in from? Matthew, 5. Okay, it's like 5 numbers. 5, 6. What? And be careful talking about people's kids. Okay, I don't see you in the queue, Matthew. Can you tell me what area code is that? Is it 562? Let me see if I can find this guy. I see 561. Okay, wait. I think this is you right here. Matthew, is that you, sir? Matthew.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Matthew. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just chilling.
Okay. Can you tell your boyfriend to turn the laptop down in the background so I can hear you? Come on.
Oh, I know. He already did.
Okay.
Trust me. I got him trained.
I got your donation. Go very easy about people's kids. What do you want to say?
Oh well, this is true too. But this is why I think it's weird about what Joe Rogan was saying, because he has a black daughter, and he was like just defending like why people can't say nigger, which like he's like fucking famous and shit, so
okay.
I don't know why he was trying to or I know why he was trying to say that, but again, if you have a kid that's black, I would think you would feel differently about that, but
okay.
I'm not black though, so I can't say.
What are you claiming? Where are you from? Your parents?
Oh well, I claim American. I'm from LA. I'm born and raised in LA. I'm still in LA, but for the sake of the conversation, my grandparents are from Mexico and Cuba.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about Mexico or Cuba though.
Continue. I'm listening. Continue.
Yeah, because they never did shit for me. I don't even know how to speak Spanish. And my grandparents came here to my grandma came here fucking she was pregnant with my mom, hopped the border from Mexico with like 7 kids and fucking didn't even speak English. And because of that, I'm in America. So why the fuck am I gonna be saying, Mexico, like Mexico this? And then on my dad's side, they came from Cuba.
Okay.
They escaped a communist thing. Why am I gonna be trying to like fucking be all Cuban pride or Mexican pride when
I need you to pull back on the F-bombs so we can have a conversation, but that algorithm it's intense. Just pull back on the F-bombs. I want to hear you out.
I'm sorry.
So
I just don't like to be
okay.
I don't like people to
tell your boyfriend turn down the laptop again. Please. Can I ask how old are you? And what's your name again? Sparky? What's your name?
It's Matthew. I called in before, but
pardon me. Turn that down, you bone smuggler. I'm tired of telling you. Turn that down. You're gonna piss me off. Listen, I'm from Jersey. Don't push my button, okay? Turn that down in the background.
It's coming from the phone.
Okay, take off that helmet. Whatever you've got on, the fucking headset. Take it off so we can talk, man.
No, I don't even got one on. The volume was so loud.
Okay.
It was going through the mouth. I lowered it though.
Okay. You're standing in the bathroom. You're wearing flip-flops.
And what else?
Where's your boyfriend? Where's your boyfriend?
You say that again?
Where's your boyfriend? You're standing in the bathroom. It's a fucking echo in the background. What's going on with you? Come on, man. You're killing me.
What, you don't like echo?
Okay, it sounds a little better now. Okay, so you're mad at your grandparents, your mom. You're in LA.
I'm mad at them. I'm mad at you.
You fantasize about me. That's why you're mad at me. I know.
Yes, it's frustration.
Yeah. You want me to choke. You want me to choke you and thrust you from behind. Yes.
Well, if I say yes, then it's not going to be a rape anymore.
Matthew.
I'm sorry for saying that word.
Listen to me, butt boy. Listen to me. You're playing games with a goddamn phone. You fantasize about me. That's why you call back. Okay? Let's take it slow. Now, what is your issue with your parents? They gave you life. They gave you something. They gave you life.
No. I don't have an issue with them. I literally have said thank you to my for me being in America.
Yeah. You're in the land of capitalism. Grandma. If you were back in Mexico some fucking where, you would be getting beat half to death. Your limbs would be hacked off with a fucking machete. And you'd be a mule. You'd be a drug mule. You should be thankful to your grandparents. They brought you to America, and you can run around and act like the bone smuggler that you are. Okay?
Oh, well, I think you misheard me because I said literally the opposite.
Go ahead and finish up. You're pissing me off.
But I wanted to ask you, though, because you're black, but you don't have kids, but would you be, if you had kids, would you be going around?
No, sir, I will not donkey fuck you. No, sir. The answer is no. I will not. Okay? Matthew, thank you for your donation. Hang up the phone. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Thank you.
Bye. I love you.
I know you
I'm
do.
your fan.
I know you do.
I'm your fan. I'm not going to let you say I'm not.
Thank you, Matthew. Good night.
Big homie.
Thank you. Okay, all right. You see, you gotta cut through the bullshit. I will not donkey fuck you, Matthew, but thank you for your donation. God bless that young man. Guys, let me reset the show. Hang on a second. Where's my goddamn beer at? Troll babies, how we doing? We on that bullshit tonight? Joe Rogan should not be canceled. He has apologized. This is a step in the right direction. He is guinea trash like myself. He has gotten away with being insensitive. Over the last decade, he finally got caught. He gave an apology. You know? I don't know if he employs black people, but, you know, he's a cash cow now. Brand new ball game, okay? Edward, I got your donation. Thank you, Edward. Thank you so much. Leo got your donation. Cancel culture can eat a tool. F them niggas, okay? Nomad Nick, where's your donation? You have to send it a donation, Nomad Nick, to get back on the line. I've given you too many chances. Send in a respectable donation, Nomad Nick, and we'll get you on the line. Hold on a second. Brother Mo, good evening, sir. Thank you for your donation. I want to rub India Ari's black feet. Hashtag fuck Joe Rogan. Okay. Okay, hang on. Somebody's okay, are you the person who deals with NFTs? Don't send me a link to somebody else. I want to talk to somebody who does NFTs. I've got Hot 97 footage, Power 105 footage. I've got so much shit. I've got what do you call the papers that the people sign to give me the rights to use their image? Oh, God, I'm drawing a blank here. I've got paperwork from everybody signed so that I can exploit their images. Hold on, who's this 575? Where's 575? I know that number or that person. Who is 575? 310. Good evening. 310. 310. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, no, maybe. I got to get you out of there. You're dragging, you're lagging. 347. Good evening. Are you there? 347 Sunday night. Joe Rogan has apologized. What say you? Okay, hold on a second, guys.
Yo.
Good evening, 914.
Hey, good evening. Good evening, Star.
Yes, sir. How are you?
How's it going?
It's going, man.
Man. So Joe Rogan.
No, sir. Charlemagne. Will Charlemagne apologize for saying cracker? That's the topic right now. Cracker. Should Charlemagne apologize?
That's funny that I'm calling when you're asking that, because I've been noticing that for like months for now. Because I'm in New York and I listen to Power 105. He got a whole thing like he calls people white devils, mayonnaise eating crackers. He does a whole bit. Which race are they? He calls people white devils.
Wow.
Whenever he got a white rapper come into a show, he's like, what have you done for the black community? Which isn't a bad question, but
right.
You can see where it comes from. Like he I don't know. I think he don't like white people, to be honest with you. But I can't really say that because then he got that show with Andrew Schultz, The Brilliant Idiot. So it's like, I don't know what his deal is, but he does go hard on white people. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think he goes too hard and it's unnoticed?
And he's eating crackers, all that shit.
Do you think it's unnoticed?
Yes, unnoticed, but until this YouTube video gets 40,000 views on YouTube, you know you're a big deal, Star. Nothing you do goes unnoticed, man. You're making a big imprint, man.
I try not to go viral.
I said, I would say I'm proud of you, but you've been like breaking records for like 20 years, so this ain't nothing on YouTube for you.
So seriously, do you think Charlemagne should apologize for all that crack? Here we are going at Joe Rogan.
Yeah, fuck Charlemagne. Yeah, he should apologize. He should apologize. I think he should. But I think I'm the only white person that actually thinks that. But I might be the only white person that never said the N-word too. So listen to me, Charlemagne. You got to apologize. That's fucked up.
Where are your parents from? Where are your parents from?
From Italy and Puerto Rico.
You're not white, sir.
I'm not like that Mexican caller that said the N-word.
Sir, you're not white. You're not white. You're not white.
And Star, did you notice that? Your last caller.
Sir, hang on. Slow down.
What's wrong with that dude?
Slow down. You're not white. You're not white.
Yeah, I'm mixed. But I'm still offended by Charlemagne.
You're not, sir. You're not white.
Okay. Wow, I've never been like confronted in this way about that. Wow. I'm not having a revelation on the store.
You're Caucasian trash.
Is this going to affect my taxes? Now that I'm not white?
I'm not sure. I don't know how you file your taxes, but just in terms of what is white and phenotypically white. Pay attention. Phenotypically white. You're not white. You had to.
You know what I've always been proud of?
You had to assimilate when you came here. Your great
my generation goes back.
Your great grandparents ate potatoes 7 days a week or rice. Yes.
Enough about me. Who gives a shit about me? Let's talk about Wendy Williams, man. They froze her bank account. I think Charlemagne did that. Think about it. He used to work with her.
Let's get him out of here. He's in denial. If you're white, you didn't grow up eating potatoes 7 days a week. If your father was a plumber, you're not white. Stop the cap. Hold on a second. I got to put some sponsors on the screen here. www.Gaia'sGarden.com. Let's do it again. Business of a bullshit. Hold on. Black-owned family business. All natural products, GMO-free, chemical-free, handmade by Shu. That's the owner. All products are safe to use altogether or individually. No age or gender restrictions. All products heal, strengthen your body on a cellular level. Okay? www.Gaia'sGarden.com. Let's see how that was. Thank you, Sabora Austin. That's my homie. I think Rory's tapping in somewhere. Hold on a second, guys. Where's light skin Rory? Light skin Rory, is that you? Light skin Rory.
Yeah. Oh, gee.
How you feel, man? Sunday night.
The white Denzel.
Sitting here sipping. How you feel,
the
man?
Young David Bowie. Holla at the Howley.
What's going with you,
they
man?
call us Howleys out in Hawaii. We should get mad at that. All the Hawaiians call us Howleys when we go out there.
Okay.
Joe Rogan's good, man. Joe Rogan's good. He didn't direct that at anybody or anybody in particular. He was talking like a white boy talks to his friends around other white guys. The same way. No, that's a fact.
Come on.
That's the way it is. The same way black people talk around each other. Where I come from, I can't speak about everywhere in America, but where I come from, the same way. They go back into the house and they, when they talk amongst themselves, they say, I was around all these devils today. They were driving me crazy. I was around a bunch of these crackers today. You can't believe what the hell these crackers were doing today.
Right.
Does that mean that they hate white people? No, that don't mean they hate white people. We go to school together. We work together where I come from. We go to church. Half of us go to, some of the, the church is mixed. Everything we do together. It's not like, but we don't always live in the same neighborhood. And so, yeah, Joe Rogan said a couple of things where he went back to hang out with his white friends and was like, oh, damn, I was in the hood. And it was like being in Africa. They dropped us off in the middle of nowhere. Come on, Star. If you're a white dude and you get dropped off and like you're working in a city that you're not from, and you get dropped off in a black part of town, you're not gonna go back and be like, oh shit, they dropped me off in the middle of the hood. This shit was like Africa. La la la. That means he's like crazy racist and he needs to be canceled for saying something like that?
Not at all. Not at all.
Come on, man. These are the white people that are not racist. You had a couple people on the line before that were like, I never said that word in my life and I'm a white person. So stop lying, man.
Straight capping.
Stop lying.
Capping.
Yeah, stop lying. That's like a black dude getting on the phone and saying, I never said cracker, white boy devil, blue-eyed devil. I never said none of that shit my whole life. Stop lying. Stop lying. People need to get over the cancel culture. It can't go one way. It can't be a one-way street. Nick Cannon up here, he did a serious deep dive. He let his hate show. I don't even know if he was like a hater like that, or he had the Malcolm X glasses on. He's a goofy. He's like a LA goofy. A lot of them dudes from the LA, the West Coast, Cali dudes, they're real goofy. And so he did some goofy shit, but he let he did a deep dive on the hate. And he did, 2 weeks and was back to, right there on syndicated television, being front and center. Yeah. Whoopi Goldberg, they talking about a suspension, but Joe Rogan.
I want Whoopi Goldberg fired. Go ahead.
Right. It ain't her first time. Yeah. She's been doing that for 5 years, making racist comments. For 5 years.
Whoa. 20.
About Rogan.
Whoa, Rory. She's been doing 20-some-odd years. I remember Whoopi Goldberg did her first stand-up routine on Broadway. What was it, maybe 30 years ago? Where she was impersonating White Valley girls? Like, yeah.
Marrying white dudes and yeah, exactly.
She been clowning white people.
We ain't gonna talk about. She was turning tricks in the park in Central Park.
Easy, that's alleged. You have no proof. You have no proof. Don't say that on my show.
What do you mean? That's her words in her biography.
Okay.
No, that's her biography. She said she was in Central Park at a young age, and she was, she was slinging them cocoa muffs.
You still have to say alleged, because otherwise I'll take this video down and I will give the feds your fucking number. Slow it down. Slow it down. Go ahead.
All right, but that's her life story. That's not my life story. She said it. But canceling this cat, who's a regular dude. Joe Rogan ain't racist. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Racist people got to realize racist isn't something that you're offended by. A lot of people on this show, they call me a racist. I'm not racist, man. And even if I was racist, it's not my fault, because it's systemic in this country, right? That's what we're taught. It's institutionalized. It's systemic. So I didn't build it. I was born into it, right? And I was taught that. And that's the way my mind works, the same way their mind works. If a black dude's walking down the street and he sees a black homeless guy or a white homeless guy, he's going to be more inclined to give the black homeless guy a couple of dollars. And you think that it doesn't work the same way with white people? It works the exact goddamn way. And the reason people call me racist is because, one, I tell it 100% like I've lived it, like what my experience has been like where I'm from on this planet. you know, and maybe where they're from, they can't handle that. They don't understand that. You know, I grew up with a first grade black teacher, a second grade black teacher, a third grade black teacher. My babysitter who took care of me, my brother, and my sister lived across the hall from me.
Hang on, Rory, stop.
You know, but I can't.
Rory, take a second, take a breath. Hold on. I want to talk to you about something. Light skin Rory, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so you are of Irish descent. You had a black babysitter. Keep it real. Did she beat you?
No, man. She had her.
Did she fondle you?
She was my mother's.
Rory.
No, she was my mother's best friend.
Okay.
She lived across the hall from us in the Bronx, and she raised us. She half raised.
Did she stick her tongue in your mouth?
Told me. Huh?
The black babysitter, did she stick her tongue in your mouth to greet you?
No, she was like the same age as my mom.
Okay.
She was a respectable woman. She was a saint. She was kind of like a saint. You know, I loved her. I'll always love her. She's not here no more.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, Miss Warren.
Niggas die every day. Go ahead.
Yeah, but, you know, people try to play it off like you're a racist if you use the word or you say something like that amongst your friends. If you think that you're racist and you're, you know, and you say cracker and you say all this other shit, but you can sit and look in the mirror and be like, I don't really hate white people. I know I talk like that or we talk like that, but I don't really hate like white people. It's the same thing for white people. When they say...
Well, now, hang on a second, Rory. I'm racist and you're racist, right?
I don't know. And even if I was, it's not my fault. It's institutionalized where I come from. So it's like, you know, that's brainwashed.
And that's how we bond. Rory.
That's not my problem. That's not my fault. That's not my fault.
I'm not saying you're...
I can't take responsibility for institutional...
Rory, bring it down a notch. I'm not saying... I'm not chastising you. I'm saying I'm racist. You're racist.
Yeah.
So we bond. We have this common, you know, interest... You know, of being sarcastic. It's not a bad thing. Go ahead.
I don't really hate nobody, but you know, if there's two or three black dudes and I'm you know, waiting for the subway and there's more than one of them, hell yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye on them. I'm gonna be like, no, hell no, I know what happened.
Right.
They're pretty cool.
Right.
When it's like one-on-one if you know them. But when there's a couple of them together, no, you gotta keep your eye on them, man. Because they get a little, I don't know what it is. They get a little crazy. They spark each other off, you know?
Hold on a second. Stay with me. I got a bunch of stuff I haven't even put on the goddamn screen yet. Hold on a second.
They trying to cancel Joe Rogan just for saying the N-word a couple of times. And in the context that he said it was like, you know, telling a story or something like that. Black people that I know, they're not really that touchy like that. They're not really like so offended or touchy like that. This is like this whole Hollywood crowd. This goes back to that West Coast weird LA shit, you know, because people where I'm from, they're not, you know, everybody got tough skin, you know, they say some crazy shit to you. You might say some crazy shit to them. And, you know, for the most part, if you're not going to fight, then, you know, you just like, yeah, whatever. That might happen 5 times a day, you know?
All right, Rory, listen, I want to ask you a question. I'm not trying to play you out.
It might be like
Rory, hang on. Slow down, Rory. Slow down.
Don't get the hell out of here. Go back to fucking China or whatever.
Give me a sec. I'm trying to ask you a question, Rory. Give it a second. I'm feeling nice. Rory, you there? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
All right. Don't take this the wrong way. We're just chopping it up, shooting the shit. If you were high on coke, as you have been in the past, and you had a blonde tranny and a black tranny, who would you prefer to top you off? The blonde tranny or the black tranny? If you were high on coke,
you
know?
Oh, look at you. First you come up and you say, I don't like to do hypotheticals. And then you throw me some crazy hypothetical. And every time, you know what?
I don't know if you do hypotheticals. I'm just asking a question.
First, I'll answer that question second. How about that?
Do you do
No,
Come
stop.
on, man. Come on, man.
Troy. Terrain. If you answer that question first, I'll answer that question second.
No, sir.
Come on.
The question.
Terrain.
No.
No, don't hide. Come
Rory,
on.
The question.
You ducking and dodging, Terrain?
Come on, man. I asked you first.
No.
I asked you first.
Troy. Terrain.
Rory, come on,
I'll
man.
answer the question. I didn't say I wouldn't answer it. I said I'll answer it if you answer it first.
Rory.
I'll answer it. You answer it first.
I asked you first.
Nah, Star, you ain't passing the torch to me. You hold the torch. So you the OG. You the OG. You answer the question first, then I'm gonna answer it truthfully. Go ahead.
Neither one. I'm not into that. Neither one.
All right. I'm gonna answer it truthfully.
Yeah, go ahead.
I haven't done coke in a long time, so it's neither one for me.
Rory. With all due respect.
It's neither one for me.
Rory, with all due
respect. No. No, there ain't no all due respect. You didn't answer the question, man. You didn't give the truthful answer.
Rory, I was honest. I've never gone down that path.
All right.
You've already admitted that you had a Britney Spears lookalike top you
I
off.
said one time
okay.
when I was on
okay.
Son, if you up for 3 days on the shit, if you getting yapped out and you getting binged up for 3 days, and nothing is the same. Nothing, the world isn't the same. Nothing, you don't know what the fuck's happening. You don't know what's going on. It take you 4 days to get over that shit once you stop. If you're lucky. It usually takes 2 weeks.
I've heard
you. Still feel like you fucked
Can
up.
I now chime in? I've heard
Don't
you.
do that shit no more.
I've heard you. Can I chime in?
That was like a this is your brain on drugs moment for the kids.
Rory.
That was for the black kids on the show.
Rory,
it's always about the youth.
Okay,
we're going to build some community centers.
You don't answer it. Okay,
and we're going to tell them don't do drugs because you're going to make a bad decision if you do drugs.
Okay.
And don't do coke. Don't beam up. Don't freebase. Don't put it in the blunt. Don't sprinkle. Next thing you know, you're going to get hooked up. You're going to be smoking Pookie Pebbles at night in the neighborhood by yourself when everybody's asleep.
Okay, Rory, thank you, man. You didn't want to answer the question. We'll talk later. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Be good, Star.
Okay, all right. I can't answer that question. I've never gone down that path. He did. I was just trying to get an honest answer. Jesus. Troll babies, how do my eyes look? Are they like really low? I'm tired as fuck. Oh my God. Folks, please, I have very few friends. Do not email me during the show. This is work. This is not play time. Sipping a little core water. On the screen, www.instagram.com/Skylarized. Please show that man some support. Hold on, guys. I'm doing too much right now. Salute to DJ Cosmic Kev. We spoke today. Good to talk to him, man. Radio architect, huh? He does not entertain beef records. He does not promote any type of drama back and forth. He's still on Power 99 in Philly. Salute to that station. They gave me the bag. You know. And we were just chopping it up, man, about, his legacy, other things. Do you guys know DJ Cosmic Kev in that live chat, huh? Fucking legend. He does not play beef music on radio. He has a personal, or made a personal stance against that years ago. I think that's a great thing. King Simon, how are you, man? King Simon says, respect to you and Dana. Hey, man, good to hear from you. Shot by Fabi. Where are you, sir? Are you on the line? 760. Hold on a second. Shot by Fabi. Did I say that right?
Yeah, how's it going, Star?
Hey,
yeah.
Man, thank you for your support. What's cracking, man? Let's get to it.
Yeah, I just want to talk about the whole Joe Rogan situation.
Please.
Yeah, I think what bothers me the most is like all the white folks up in his comments that are like accepting the apology for black folks and telling them that it's all right and it's okay when they weren't the ones that were or could be affected by the comments, So I think that more than anything, that's the part that pisses me off.
Why so, sir? Why? What is your ethnicity or background?
It's just white people always trying to fucking do too much, man. They always trying to do too much. It's anytime they feel any pressure, they feel like they're hella oppressed and everything, and it's just a little crazy. Like, I don't care either way or not about canceling Joe or not. Like, I'll listen to his podcast here and there, but it's just that annoying thing that white people do when they tell the other white folks like it's okay, on their behalf, and that's about it.
Okay, now hang on. Now stay with me. Please don't go. You sent it a donation. Why does it bother you? What is your background, your makeup? Where's your family from?
From Mexico.
Okay.
But I was born here in the States.
Viva Mexico, man. So it bothers
for sure.
It bothers you that the gringos, did I say that right, or gringos? I forget.
Yeah, either way is fine.
The gringos. It bothers you that the fucking gringos, breakers of treaties, conniving, backstabbing, rapists, robbers, and looters, it bothers you that they are standing up for one of their own. Yes?
It's not so much that they're standing up, it's that they take offense to anything, as in like they all feel attacked the moment that something small like this, the Joe Rogan, situation, they somehow feel like they're oppressed and attacked out of nowhere, when it's like, yo, y'all been oppressing people of color for centuries, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's just crazy when they try to say like when they try to accept the apology on behalf of other people, it just bothers me, rubs me the wrong way.
I got you, and I appreciate your donation, but stay with me. This is the objective perspective. Now, put yourself in the place of a gringo, if you can.
I don't think I can, man.
Oh, okay, well, just try. Just try. You came to America. Right. You swindled people out of this land. You gave them food and clothing that would poison them, give them chicken pox and other things to kill them off. You've taken the land. You're up. You're all the way up. And they now are still fucking crying. Wouldn't you yourself take up for a Joe Rogan or someone else? Just based upon the fact that you've conquered everybody, and how dare these fucking peasants keep crying?
I mean, I guess that might be how the white man's kind of brain works and everything. But like I own like even the way that I am, I don't really like stand up for other Mexicans. Like I can only act for myself. So I don't really have like that tribalism mentality either. So I mean, I know it's a reality, and I mean, I know why they do it, but
okay. Well, hey man,
I kind of can't think like they do,
I appreciate your support. Anything else you want to mention, man? Do you think that Charlemagne?
Yeah.
Do you think Charlemagne should apologize for saying crack all the goddamn time? Jesus.
Hell no.
No? Why not?
No, I mean, I don't really like Charlemagne like that, man. But I mean, it's just like it's that whole double standard, Star. You know that, like, ain't nobody getting in trouble for calling people cracker. Like they've done enough that they have no they have no legs to stand on when they're trying to get people off the air for saying cracker. But another thing I wanted to tell you is that I'll email you about the whole NFT thing. I'm actually getting into myself too, because I have a lot of like photos that behind the scenes of Canelo and like a bunch of boxing photos that I want to turn into NFTs. And I have a friend who does the whole NFT thing. So I'll reach out to you about it.
I've got video footage of a very famous rapper who was sniffing coke in the bathroom at Hot 97 in 2001.
Yo, that sounds like it could go for a high price.
Yeah.
All right, then, man. I'll email you about it.
Keep me posted. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yes, sir.
For sure. All right, have a.
I've also got video footage of me allegedly going down on a very famous female rapper in my office in 2002. Niggas start snitching. That might be worth $50K. Anybody in that live chat know about NFTs? Quality footage. Oh my goodness. We always shot with 2 cameras on the Star and Buck Wild show. One camera was always on me and one camera was always on the guest. No, I had her bent over on the on my desk. I had my tongue in her anus. Oh my God. The show's over. Enough's enough. Jeffrey, I got your donation. Yo, he says, the female Friday tried to ad-lib. Yeah, when I was reciting the Lord's Prayer, she was ad-libbing the Star-Spangled Banner or something. Oh my God. I fuck with her, but thank you for your donation, Jeffrey. Lex Diamonds got your donation. Yo, fam, salute. Streets gotta eat, my G. That's a fact. Orlando, I got your donation. Didn't I just speak to you? I think I did. Hold on, guys. 575. We just spoke, Orlando, yes? We just spoke. Hold on, guys. Hold on. And I got to go to PayPal. Give me a second. I sent you the link so you can see the platform. Okay. Thank you, Orlando. I got your email. I'll check it out. Where's the link? Hold on a second. Where's the fucking link? Thomas, I got your donation. He says, salute. Thank you, man. Jose, black stepdaughter is hot as hell. Oh, okay, easy. Let's not talk about nobody's kids. Is she of age? Slow down. Slow down, Jose. Gangster of love. I'm not racist. My dog is white. Fuck out of here, Rory. Okay, clapping back at Rory. Okay. Big Aki got your donation. Stars tranny movie. We are looking for trannies to film a love scene with Zach Lee in Stars' new tranny movie. Brolic trannies are preferred. Send resume and bussy pics. Jesus. FU2 says, I listened since 2010. What did you expect from Joe Rogan? He told a biracial man he had the best of both worlds, black body and a white brain. That sounds like like something somebody from Jersey would say. Joe Rogan, not Joe Rogan, Joe Rogan. Star, you want to come on my podcast, nigga? In 2 months, sure, why not? I'll have something to promote. Thank you for your donation, Joe Rogan. Hey, Miss Power B, What's good for the Goldberg is good for the gander. It's about respect, right? Question mark. Have a seat, Joe Rogan. Hustle on the check-in. Hold on a second. They're trying to make Rogan radioactive because they fear his influence. It's about silencing him. He has too much influence. The machine wants censorship. Okay? RC from the 315 got your donation. Yeah, I only saw one episode of Charlemagne's show, and, looked like some hip-hop shit. Tomorrow, I have a topic for tomorrow. I don't want to blur it out right now. Let me just mark this down for tomorrow. Guys, I also want to mention Hassan Campbell tonight. Give me a second, a.k.a. Poppy. I saw part of Hassan Campbell talking with DJ Academics. Say what you want to say about Academics. He got me a check for 17 racks a month for a couple of months. I'm not mad at Academics. I'm a little concerned, though. I'm a little concerned. I don't want to accuse him of anything, but he sounds very nasally and congested now when he talks. I'm concerned. But with regards to Hassan Campbell, Poppy, you guys in the live chat know who Hassan Campbell is, a.k.a. Poppy. Make sure you tag him on this timestamp. That is my nigga for real, for real. Poppy, I love you, nigga. I'm nobody's friend, but you and I will always have a connection. You are doing great things by way of social media. I saw what you said about Africa Bambaataa and salute to you once again. Hassan Campbell gave the Africa Bambaataa Zulu Nation story legs. He threw everybody under the bus, in front of the train, and a lot happened by way of him doing what he did. Some of you take issue with him, I know, and I'm not going to get in the middle of that. He's a grown-ass man. But salute to him, the most courageous man in hip-hop. Still going at Bambaataa and others in the Zulu Nation. I don't want to comment on the rest of what he and Academics spoke about. It's none of my business. I'm not here to critique what other people say, what they do. But he did a great thing by giving credit to the story. He gave the story legs. And because of his efforts, other people started coming out and talking and telling. I'll just say that for right now. I'll get back to the other people at a later point in time with regards to the Africa Bambaataa story. I still have more work to do. I realize that. I'm not running from it, but I've just been busy. But just want to say salute to Hassan Campbell, okay? Hold on, guys. Let me see if this works on my screen. Oh, fuck, it doesn't. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to put my email address on the screen for advertising. Yada, yada, yada. It's not working. Brandon, I got your donation. What is this, Brandon? Hold on a second. What the fuck? Brandon, what are you sending me? Okay, you sent in a donation. Who just sent that to, Brandon? Google Pay. Brandon, I don't know what is that, man? What the hell is that? Give me a second, guys. Gangsta of Love got your donation. Thank you for re-exposing Rory. Thank you. Thank you. Jose! Okay, Joe Rogan's stepdaughter is of age. Okay, let's be very, very sensitive and easy here, okay? I know nothing about that young woman. I don't want to talk about her, but thank you, Jose, okay? Okay. Hustle, I got your donation. RC from the 315. Ace Boone. George the Throat Goat. Jesus. Darren, I got your donation. And let's do one more call, guys, because I got to get out of here. I got to get some rest. Let's go to area code 404. Good evening, 404. Can you turn that down, please? Turn that down in the background. Turn that down, please.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah. This nice at the Zanzibar.
Hey, how are you?
And
Zanzibar from New Jersey?
Cool, Nick.
From New Jersey?
Oh man, no, South One Drive. Soap, stand up. Everybody knows that.
Damn, nigga, you took it back. You took it back. What the hell? Let's go, big nigga.
Come on, man. I'm on the low and ready to go.
Okay.
So let's start with this Charlemagne. See, it's easy for him to say this prophet and devil stuff, right?
Okay.
Because the whites really ain't gonna do nothing because they'll be deemed as racist.
Right.
But if he really go in that hard, won't he say something about a Jew? Make a Jewish slur, make a Jewish comment, then you'll really see where he at. Joe Rogan, if I really had good hands like that, yeah, I'll step in the ring with him because he need to get out of there. That nigga need to go. But you got so many niggas, oh yeah, well, he not racist, this and that. Look, if you said it once, you'll say it twice.
Right.
You keep saying it, I mean, come on, man. Behind closed doors, everybody's suspect. Motherfuckers get mad when they get caught out there.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's time for the black man, however you want to put it or deem it, it's time for them to gain their respect. And how you do that? Ain't no supporting no Whoopi Goldberg or Jane, whoever she is. Get her out of there too. All these fake pro-black clowns, get them out of there. They're investigating what Black Lives Matter? Really? Some lesbians? What the money to the communities that they tore up? I mean, man, I'm just over these clowns, man. Okay. I'm over these clowns, man. I'm soaked to the day I die. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where it is. Whether I'm in the A, whether I'm in the Bay, wherever I go. I mean, that's just what it is, man.
Gotcha.
Because that niggas go for anything. They jump in this machine. Oh, they love me. Oh, I do this and I'm in front of the camera. Blah blah blah. As soon as they step out of line, your ass out of there. You out of there. If he that thorough, won't he address the issue with the girl? He that thorough. Make a Jewish comment. Make a Jewish slur. Come on, man. I mean, niggas always going for this weak game, man. I can't stand them. I can't stand black entertainers, black actors, rappers. None of them niggas, because they all frauds, man. They all frauds. And they need to go down. They need to be got. He need to be got. Them niggas need to be taken off here.
Okay.
Just let me get mine first.
Okay. Hey, man, I appreciate the call and the support, man. Have a good evening. Thank you.
True.
Yes, sir. Okay. His phone shut off. Folks, I want to thank you for bouncing with me tonight. I hope that you have been entertained and somewhat enlightened. Let me get a banner ready. Easy Blade Shaving Products. Let me get it ready. Hold on. Please go there, spend some Skrilla. Send me a screenshot of your purchase, and I will give you not 1, not 2, but 3 weeks free promotion on the show here. The community section will post your information at the top of the rebroadcast, some live reads, and your banner at the end of the rebroadcast, okay? Take a screenshot if you purchase anything from www.easybladeshaving products.com. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Be safe.